The first month, me and Godfather end up communicating a lot. He started liking me. He like, I like you, Tay G. You're a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? The respect that you show by even answering and letting me know what's going on. But I don't like that Buck ain't answering that phone. I ain't talked to him. Something was going on where Buck didn't communicate with him, and he wasn't liking it. So he kept asking me, have you talked to Curtis? You know what I'm saying? He said he knew Fifth before when they did business or whatever, bringing them or some stuff. So you talked to Curtis? I'm like, nah, I ain't talked to Fifth and them. He like, they still got you sitting at home? And I'm like, yeah. I think this was the anger management tour too. I'm like, yeah. He like, man, anybody can get robbed. You know, I don't know why they stopping you from feeding your family, because you was in the wrong place at the right time. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it can happen to anybody. I'm like, yeah, I know, but he like, all right. So a couple more weeks go by, he called checking on me. We shooting the shit, talking shit and everything. So then that next month, he called, he like, you good, Tay G? And I was like, nah, I ain't talked to nobody. He said, you know what, Tay G? I like you. He said, from now on, you Tay G. He said, I'm gonna do this for you. He said, I know where the chain at. I'm gonna go get the chain. I'm listening. I'm like, okay. He said, but this is the thing. Some vice lords got the chain. GDs and vice lords ain't had no wars in a while. We ain't been beefing. He said, now I can go get the chain, but it may start some, conflict with us. He said, I'll worry about that when the time comes. You want me to go get the chain? I told him, hell no. The fuck you mean? Leave that motherfucker where it's at, nigga. You think I'm finna start a gang war for a chain, bro? Nah, leave that. He laughed to himself a little bit like, he said, I like you, Tay G. He said, I like you. He said, all right. I said, nah, for real, Godfather, I appreciate it, but nah, it's cool. He said, well, I tell you what else I do. He said, since they think it can't happen to them, he said, I'll just have Buck strip for his jury. The YB chain he got, I have him strip for it. He's got a show in Alabama coming up, and a lot of my G's down through there. He said, I'll just have him strip him and take the chain, and we'll bring it to you. And you bring him his chain back, just to show them it can happen. It can happen to Buck. And then he said, I have Banks strip. Banks is doing Team Summit. He's in some such hotel, and he was naming the room number and everything. Yeah. So I'm like, man, that Godfather nigga serious, nigga on some shit. So I'm like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit. You feel me? And all that, Buck, nah, that's my nigga still, you know what I'm saying? He just going by protocol, bro. I kind of jumped the gun. Fifth told him, I don't want to see Tate I don't want to see Tate nowhere. So he had to follow protocol. You know what I'm saying? I could have fucked it up for him. But long story short, we ended up getting the chain back. Me and Godfather, shout out to Godfather too, man. You see this Godfather, man, tap in with me. I gotta say you, I respect everything, salute. But some kind of way the chain ended up coming back, and we ended up doing a show. Some kind of way through the Mexicans. I think that was the brothers, the Chapo twins may have had something to do with that chain or something, because we ended up doing a show in Mexico. I never forget it, in a club that didn't have no roof on it, like a stadium full of Mexicans. And I think that was the return. They wanted him to come do a show for.
That's the interesting thing about the chain story, is that like there's been like mixes with Godfather being in it, and as I did the documentary, I was looking to research, and I was like, I don't know who Godfather is. I didn't find nothing about him.
Yeah, Godfather is a serious guy.
Yeah, he's
good people.
Yeah, he's not online, so you can't find him everywhere, right? So I was looking for that. I was like, who's this guy? And then I was hearing the El Chapo twins, that were moving weight for El Chapo, and they basically said like, hey, there's no work being moved at all, period.
Right. I don't really know what happened with that.
Yeah. So I've heard that story from Buck, Yayo, 50. But 50, what was interesting that 50 said was that chain was a dummy piece.
You never know with Phil. You never know with Phil.
That's crazy. He was saying like he made four versions of that chain.
Mm-hmm.
One was the real one. Mm-hmm. He's like, I kept it for myself because I only trusted with me having it on me. If something were to happen, like, hey, like I would lose the money. I would know it's on me. And then he had 3 pieces that were made that were like clone pieces of it. So that's crazy. Like that's.
You never know, man.
Yeah, Fifth was moving militant, and
He taught us. That's where we learned how to move militant.
If you want to see this full interview without having to wait, you can join our YouTube memberships program for just $8 a month. You get the full interview, behind the scenes footage, and no ads. If you want more, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/diverse mentality. And for $10 a month, you can not only get these full interviews immediately, but also get uncut and ad-free documentaries as well. The link is in the description for both.